Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? James back with you. Hey, I want to talk about the running clock, right? So many people talk about time management and how critical it is. Everybody from successful CEOs to leaders in the military to coaches to your parents, your mentors, even a lot of you, because a lot of you are parents or mentors or leaders or coaches, entrepreneurs, what have you. And everybody always says time management, time management, time management. 24 hours in a day, right? Cut numerous videos on this and how many seconds are in a day and how much it takes to do this or do that and write down your schedule. Well, if all these people are telling you this, it must be true, right? It must be something that equals success if done right. If it's researched and there is a deliberate and concise plan, a concerted effort, so to speak, to make this work, then it works. But there's no emergency put on it. There's no emphasis put on it. There's no, nobody put the smack down on it, so to speak. So the way I look at it is the running clock. How are you holding up against the running clock, and what are you doing to maximize every tick? Because everybody's going to tell you time management, time management, time management. And I agree with every single one of them. Anybody who posts a video about time management, generally it's true. But look at it from the flip side. Look at it from another perspective. The running clock, you write down that you have 24 hours in a day and you break down, I'm going to do an hour of this. I'm going to do 2 hours of this. I'm going to sleep for 6 hours. I'm going to eat for 45 minutes a day. I'm going to watch TV for an hour, make phone calls. You're going to do all these things, from everybody from Eric Thomas talks about it to leaders I had in the Army, and all these people talk about it, and they talk about time management. What about the running clock? Even the time it takes you to make your plan for your day is counting against the running clock. So years ago, I used to partake in CrossFit, and that was something about CrossFit that I enjoyed. And I understand, a lot of people have a bad taste in their mouth for the sport of CrossFit or the exercise regimen that is CrossFit, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I liked it. It worked for me and it worked for my family and friends. This isn't a plug for CrossFit, by the way. I just want to use it to show how important this running clock is. So the running clock in every workout in CrossFit, it's, a max number of reps, or it's a running clock. A lot of it has to do with the clock, and you'll hear 3 to 5 beeps in the countdown, and then it'll go. And the running clock is so important, and it's so synonymous with life, because when you are at your complete exhaustion point, and if you're like me, your strength is better than your cardio, I would redline and I would max out. I didn't do a very good job of maximizing my strengths and minimizing my weaknesses to complete these. So I would just go all out until I was exhausted, and then it was gut check. But I remember every time that I was exhausted, I would look up on the wall and I would see the clock. And it would just tick and tick and tick. And it ticks faster when you're tired. It ticks faster when you have something that is due. It ticks faster when you're having fun. And for some reason, it slows down when you have nothing to do, or it slows down when you're bored, or it slows down when you're being unsuccessful, and it feels like it drags by. And the whole point of this is, if you keep that running clock in your mind, and you know that the clock is running on your life and everything you do in life. Parenting. If you look and you have kids, I was blessed with 2 beautiful daughters. One is 12 and one is 4. There's an 8-year gap. And I don't know where the time went. I'm looking at my oldest, she's 1 year away from rolling into high school, and I'm just like, wow. I got, 1.5 years, I got the rest of 7th and then 8th grade, and then she's in high school. Where did it go? Because it feels like I was just in high school making the decision to go to college, where I wanted to play ball and things like that. The clock is running, and it's running on your chance to mentor. It's running on your chance to be successful. I look back, and I'm going to tell you right now, if there's one thing I could have back, it was missed time, because time equals opportunity. Time's the only thing you can never get back. That clock will always run, but it'll never run. It'll never turn around and rewind and go backwards. It just doesn't work that way. And if you apply a running clock mentality to everything you are doing, then you'll know that you need to maximize every second on that clock. People are like, hey, you know, how many hours did it take to do this? How many minutes? My question is, how many seconds? Because it only takes 1 second to make a good or bad decision. It only takes 1 second to miss or to make an opportunity. Don't let the clock run out on you today. Don't let it run out on you by the end of this video. And whatever you do, ensure you are maximizing all the time you get. Keep that clock running in your head. See it. It's going. While I'm making this video, you know, 5.5 minutes in, my clock is running to get the message across, because we know the attention span is only 4 to 6 minutes. With that being said, happy Flex Friday. Y'all be safe. Be blessed.